Hi friends, welcome to Timing Python series. In this video, we're going to talk about how to control the placement of axis ticks in Matplotlib plots using tick locators. So tick locators is a concept in Matplotlib through which you can control the placement of ticks in Matplotlib plots. If you're not familiar with the terminology of Matplotlib, I have even made a video on it. I'll give the link of that video in the description of this video so you can check it out to get to know about the terminology of Matplotlib also. There are many types of tick locators, so let's get to know about each locator. So first let's try to know about a locator called multiple locator. So as it sounds, it's really simple guys. You can have the ticks placed at multiples of a number. So in this example, my tick locator was with multiples of 3. So my ticks of x-axis are like 0, 3, 6, 9 and so on. So you can do that very simply using ax.xaxis.set major tick locator, and here you say plt.multiple locator of 3. So let's try to do this with a demo. So I'm going to take a blank folder. I'm going to open it with VS Code. I'm going to create a new file and I'm going to name it as index.py. So first I will import matplotlib.pyplot as plt. Then I'm going to take some data from this example. So these are some x and y axis values. So these are x coordinates and these are y coordinates, so that we can plot some data here. I'm gonna create a canvas to make the plot. So I'll just write figure comma axis equal to plt dot subplots, and now I'm gonna use this axis handle and plot data. So I'll just write ax dot plot of x comma y. So now I can plot the data, and at the end I can show my plot. So I'll just show you without the tick locators. So I'm gonna run this. And here you can see by default Matplotlib uses auto locator and it places the ticks at the best positions so that the image looks good. So but now my requirement is not using this. I just want to make the ticks located at multiples of 3. I'm going to take the x-axis using ax dot x-axis dot set underscore major locator, because I'm going to change the ticks of major ticks. So I'll let plt dot multiple locator and I'm going to say it as 3. So if I write multiple locator of 3, the ticks will be located at the multiples of 3. So I'm going to change the major ticks using this plt.multiple locator, and I'm going to say it as multiples of 3. So if I just run this, you can see the major ticks of x-axis are multiples of 3 now, 0, 3, 6, and if there are more data, it will be 9, 12, something like that. If you want to control the minor ticks also, you can just do the same thing. ax.xaxis.set minor locator, and if you want to make it as multiples of 1, I can just write plt.multiple locator of 1. So if I just run this, you can see I've got major ticks at 0, 3, 6, but I've got minor ticks at 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. I can control the placement of minor ticks and major ticks also using this plt.xaxis.set minor locator and set major locator. You can see I did this here, set major locator and set minor locator. All this was about plt.multiple locator. The next tick locator we're going to talk about is the index locator. Index locator is basically something like a multiple locator, but you can even give an offset where you can start. For example, in our example where we have used the plt.multiple locator of 3, if I run this, you can see the ticks will start from 0, 3, 6. I can't make the ticks start from 1.5, and I can't give a spacing of 3 for that. In order to fulfill this requirement, I have to use the plt.index locator, and I can give base equal to 3 and offset equal to 0.5. So what I'm doing is here is I say that the ticks should start from offset of 0.5 and 3 should be added all the time. So let me try to save it and run this. Here you can see my ticks have started from 0.5 and now 3 is being added each time so that I can get the next tick. You can use index locator instead of multiple locator if you want to have an offset. Alright, now let's talk about the next tick locator, which is the linear locator. Using linear locator, you can fix the number of ticks between the visible axis range. In this example, I set the major locator as plt.linear locator and I'll set the number of ticks to be 6. So Matplotlib automatically computed what are the ticks and it has kept only 6 ticks as per our requirement. So let's take a demo of this. Let's keep the data as same and let's plot the data, and then here at axis.xaxis.set major locator, I'm going to use plt.linear locator, and here I'm going to say that I want 6 ticks which are visible. So if I just save it and run this, Here I got six ticks in the visible x-axis range, and the numbers which are to be visible are automatically computed by Matplotlib. To make minor ticks to be something like 24, if I want 24 minor ticks locators, so I just write ax.set minor tick locators, and I'll say I want 24 ticks to be visible. So if I just save it and run this, you can see we have got 24 ticks, minor ticks visible on this x-axis range. So this way, using linear locator, you can use to control the number of ticks which are shown on the axis. The next locator we're going to talk about is max n locator. In the case of a linear locator, in our example, we have set major locator and plt.linear locator as 6. And if I run this, my ticks are some decimal numbers which people don't find it comfortable to see. To avoid this thing, we can write plt.max n locator and set it as 6 so that the tick locations will be nice. So if I run this, you can see by default Matplotlib has tried to keep 6 tick locations, but the locations are nice. That means the locations are not too much decimal numbers, they are at the multiples of 0.5. So that's why even the ticks are 6, but the locations are nice. That means they are at the multiples of 0.5. You can even change these multiples also by writing integer equal to true. So if I write that, I can get only integer tick locations. So let me try to run this. You can say I've got only integer ticks and my number of ticks are also 6. So this way, using max n locator instead of linear locator, you can have the number of ticks and also the ticks can look nice. The next locator which you are going to see is the log locator. This might be useful when you have logarithmic graphs. So let's take the data first. So my x-axis is 0, 20, 30. Let's try to plot the data without any locators. You can see by default Matplotlib has used auto locator, and that's why you're not able to appreciate the logarithmic nature of x-axis. So for that, I have to convert this x-axis as logarithmic. For that, what we have to do is we have to write ax dot set x scale as log. So what it does is ax dot set x scale as log. So it converts this normal x-axis to a logarithmic x-axis. So let me try to save it and run this. You can see now our x-axis is converted to a logarithmic axis. Then you can write ax.xaxis.set major locator, and you can see I have kept plt.log locator and I have set the base as 10. So here I can just write ax.xaxis.set major locator, and I'm going to use that plt.log locator, and here I'm going to write base equal to 10. Now let's run this. You can see my tick locators are at the base 10. So 10 square, 10 cube, 10 power 4, something like that. So this way, using log locator, you can control the positioning of axis ticks using this plt.log locator, and you can give the base of your choice. In our case, it was base 10. That means our ticks will be at 10 power 2, 10 power 3, 10 power 4, and so on. So if you want to hide the ticks using tick locators, it's really simple. You just have to write plt.null locator. In this example, you can see I have set ax.yaxis.set major locator as null locator and minor locator. So what I did was I kept the major locator and minor locator as null locator so that I can completely hide the ticks from this x-axis and y-axis. So let's take the data. I'm going to copy this here, and we're going to plot the data here, and then I'm going to hide the ticks using the plt.null locator. So what I will do is ax.x-axis dot set major locator, and here I'm going to say plt dot null locator. The same I'm going to do for the x-axis minor locator also, and I'm going to do the same thing for y-axis also. So here I'm going to write y-axis dot set major locator and y-axis dot set minor locator as null locator. So let me try to see the output here. You can see the ticks have been hidden because we have used the null locator on x and y axis major and minor tick locators. This is the image where we can see the behavior of each type of tick locator. You can see I've created a blog post on controlling the axis tick locations using tick locators in Matplotlib. I've even given the source code so that you can copy paste in your PC and practice it for yourself. So be sure to check out the link of this blog post in the description of this video. Hope you like this video, guys. Thank you for watching.